So all this stuff is obviously horrible if you have a problem with your rounded shoulders. So we can actually address both of those. So let's go to the subscapularis first. What Jesse would do if he's going to stretch that out is, we know, again, it's an internal rotator of the shoulder. So we got to get into external rotation. So that means he's got to take his arm, get it out into external rotation as much as he can. Okay? So reaching back this way. After he gets in that position, he's going to hook his arm up against something, the edge of a doorway. It's fine. All you're going to need to do all this stuff I'm going to show you is a band and a doorway. Get into this thing here. I'm going to show you from below here. You're striding out. Once it's hooked in here, you're just going to rotate your chest that way, over there, and try to keep reaching back here, like that. So Jesse, come on in. So he gets up into position here, external rotation. It should look like he's getting ready to throw a baseball as a pitcher. He strides out. He's in here, he's externally rotated, and now he starts to rotate all this that way. And you can feel all that right inside the armpit, right? Yeah. And that's the thing, you just want to hold that for about 30 seconds at a time. And again, do it a few times a week. It's going to really help to loosen it up. Now for the pec minor here. What he would do is he'd get himself into position here. He'd want to now do the opposite of those three things I just told you. If it's tilting it forward this way, he can use the edge of the doorway to actually keep it pushed back. Okay, so he's taking the door, pushing it into this to actually hold it back. Once he's there, the next thing is he can pinch his shoulder blades together to get that activated. And we'll show you again here what it looks like more in depth. And then as he gets there, now the last thing he needs to do, if it's trying to tilt him down this way, well, he can get it to go up by raising the arm up. So with that stretch, he can feel the pec minor being stretched right there. Yeah, I can. And you can see here on the muscle marker, you can see as he does it, how this gets stretched and elongated just by going through these three positions. So we actually hit the two biggest problem areas, the subscapularis and then here with the doorway, and we've got a big dent into correcting those tightnesses that are causing this problem. Now we got to attack the strengthening side of it. Okay, so now we got to get through the muscles. And the muscles we have are, again, they're weak. So if we strengthen them, we're going to help to get this stuff back. And we talked about if the internal rotators are tight, that means likely the external rotators are weak. So if we can get the rotator cuff to work, we'd be doing a good thing. If we can get the rhomboids, the muscles that pinch the shoulder blades together, we'd be doing a good thing. We're getting the shoulders back. If we can get the lower traps to work, that pull the shoulder blades back and set them down nice and tall, then that would be doing a good thing too. And if we could also get the serratus anterior, which is a muscle that's relied upon for stability of the shoulder blade too, to get it nice and back, then we can do that too. We need to incorporate all of these things into one exercise, or at least two exercises, because I want to try to keep it simple. So we use a band. So remember, just a wall and a band is all that's needed. The first one that we do is you take the band. It's a variation of a pull-apart. A pull-apart alone is not enough. If we do a regular pull-apart, what we want to do here now is make it better. So as we go to open the band up, what we're going to do is we're going to also try to externally rotate. So as he comes and pulls the band apart, he keeps trying to turn his thumbs back. So they're coming back in this direction here. So he doesn't just keep them here and point it up to the ceiling and just keep going back like this. He wants to go back and at the same time rotate the hands out. Right? Okay, perfect. Now do a couple of them. Now on the way back, he comes in nice and slow. And go back again. He's making sure not to feed into the problem even more, because I told you that these muscles get tight, so show them what would look wrong. If you shrug this, if you shrug it up as you go, which a lot of people do, you're literally defeating the purpose of what you're trying to do. So you got to keep these down, and then you go back, externally rotate the thumbs all the way back behind you, squeezing as hard as you can here. And again, he's keeping this down. He reaches back, he's squeezing in through here, externally rotating the thumbs, are basically pointing back towards you at the top, at the back there. Good. One more. Pull back. Right there. Good. Now what we're looking for here, and your rep scheme should always be, that's good just for that one, your rep scheme should always be 20 sets of 1 rather than 1 set of 20. Because quality, quality, quality. The problem is your muscles, they're there, they're just not firing right. So if we can get them to fire right, we're much better off. Now the last one we want to do is we want to work on the serratus. We want to work on the lower trap, so we've got to get the arms up over our head, and we can do it with the band. So here, now you can turn to the side a little bit. For here, what you're going to do is you're going to protract your arms out. So once you get in this tall position, get as nice as tall as you can from here. Now once you're here, you just reach your arm, right, you reach your arms out just a little bit, still keeping this nice and tall, just to get your arms protracted without rounding the back, because we don't want to do that. So we're here, protract. Now, maintain
抖音。